She's at a place in her life where peace is a priority and negativity cannot exist. She's no longer matching energy. She's simply removing herself from any situation that doesn't vibrate her soul. So if you start moving funny, she's moving on.
What's up, my Vina loves? This is Vina D coming to you all from Vina Team News. I promised consistency, and that's what I'm doing. So even if it's 11 p.m. in, where I am in America, or almost 12 a.m., if that entire day goes by and I don't post, I feel like I've broken my promise. So that QueenYa More video I posted was to keep my promise of, even if it's one video a day, I will give you all something and not just go an entire day without posting. But that video was clearly rushed. You could see it. QueenYa More is in London and I have over an hour of content. So I'm going to include some of those clips here. But QueenYa More also did an amazing Q&A that's over 11 minutes long. Now, I did not catch the actual Instagram live, but I was able to do a screen recording from someone else's page. And during the Instagram live, there were times where it went out of focus. So don't come for me because I'm not the original owner or the person who recorded this. Shout out to you. The name is not on the video, but if you are on YouTube and you come across this and this is your content, please let me know and I will go in the description below and give you full credit. Please don't strike my channel for copyrights or my video. I will absolutely include your information. Also, when I'm on the go, okay, because I have things to do, I don't like dragging my laptop around everywhere. There are some times, yes, I use it in the office and I use it, but there are times where it's just much easier to just sit somewhere, grab your phone and do things, okay? So when I'm on the go and I have a busy day, I rather edit on my phone. So if I have 2 hours or 3 hours of downtime on what I'm doing, I will use my phone. And even though I'm getting the YouTube measurements right on the app using my phone, sometimes when I upload the video to YouTube, it doesn't upload correctly and you will see those dreadful black bars on the top and the bottom of the video. The content is still amazing, but I apologize in advance if you do see those black bars that I can't get rid of to make the video full screen on YouTube. Hang in there with me. But here's more content of QueenYa More in London. I will be adding a few clips of her walking in and having conversations, but I will get into the Q&A and just allow the video to flow and play. Let's get into it.
You look beautiful.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Thank you. You guys all look so beautiful. You guys look so great. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. I'm so excited to be here. I'm so, you don't understand. I'm so excited. I have been trying to get here since before the pandemic. And now that I'm here, I'm just I'm thrilled. So thank you for having me. Woo! My apologies for jumping in again, but this part right here, it's a little low, but her question was, do you ever get mom guilt when you have to leave Brooklyn and travel for work or leave Brooklyn just to go to work? There's some other parts where she's talking about Brooklyn and then the footage and she's talking about something completely different. Just hang in there with me because I'm including these different clips. But once the Q&A part comes on, there will be no interruption. You will just hear all of the questions and QueenYa answering all of the questions. It's going to be smooth sailing from there. And then I have a last part 3, because I do not want to make this video over 30 minutes long. And then that will be it, depending on if she provides more content. But let's continue.
I remember when I was doing Dancing with the Stars, it was very difficult because I was dancing all day. And I remember Brooklyn being in school, and then I just wasn't having a lot of time with her. And she would say, don't go, don't leave, you know, stuff like that. And I'm just like, is that, you know, nurture or nature? Like, I don't know which one it is. Maybe it's a bit of both. But she has it. Like, she will walk up to someone and she will introduce herself and she will like, I'm Brooklyn. What are you doing? Like, she's just so just aware, socially aware, intuitive. Have a dream and it come true. Like, have a passion and have it come true because that's what you wanted for your life. Yeah. And I believed in me because if I didn't, I got a lot of no's. You know, and it is a lot of competition out there. Laser focus because you can get 1,000 no's and you just need one yes. But for me, it's not. For me, and this is how I've always thought, it's not about having a seat at the table, it's creating my own table. Making my own table. I believe in ownership in terms of business. I believe in ownership. Like, I don't even like to rent. Like, if I have an event, I don't even like to rent a chair. I'm like, I would just like to buy the chair. Okay, and then it's mine. Okay? And this is just the way I think. I don't know where that comes from. Because my grandmother wasn't a businesswoman, but my mom's family, they were very successful in business. So maybe again, that's you will look at me like, you will be like, you did that, bitch? Okay. I gotta respect you. As you guys probably know. And I want more. And I don't think I will ever sit down somewhere. I think I will always want more for myself.
I have a very female-led conversation here.
Okay.
You know, a lot of us are a massive fan of yours, I think, for me anyway. I just love
well, I should hope there. I hope no haters are there. Because I might have to twirl on there.
I think for me, it's your constant ability to just give it back. Like sometimes, like, whenever someone says something, I might have to think about it a little bit. But with you, it's like instantly. Right. So I wanted to kind of get everybody involved in the conversation that we're going to have today. And almost, I even just ask you guys, you know, what is your favorite thing about Kill Them All? What is your favorite thing about the show? Like, let's dive in. If you want to put your hands up, talk about the show, talk about Kill Them All. Let's go.
Did you guys watch last night?
I think she's a great mother.
I would like to say that I think you're a great mother, and I've really enjoyed watching you in Motherhood, and it's very inspiring.
Thank you. I love Brooklyn is here today.
Aww.
Not here. Too late for her. But they're in London with me. My aunt Lori, who died years ago, she's here. And so we're just like making a vacation of it. We're gonna go from here to Paris. And maybe some other locations, but so she's here, and I really appreciate that. Honestly, out of all of the jobs that I have, you know, because I have a lot of jobs, I gotta keep the lights on. But my favorite job in the whole world is being a mom, and Brooklyn is everything that's good about me. You know what I mean? She's my best work, and I'm actually so proud to be her mother.
Yeah.
You know, so thank you.
It shows. This is beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to jump straight in. I'm going to go all the way back to the beginning.
I love your shoes. Those are really cool.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, I know black and white.
But yeah, let's go back to the beginning of Kim and Carson and the shows and talk about how that journey actually started.
So I did live in Los Angeles at the time, and I was looking just to make a change in my life because, you know, I was like, I just felt like my life was complacent and stagnant. I was producing movies and television stuff, and I was enjoying it, but I felt like my personal life was like suffering. And I had my aunt, Lori, who I just mentioned, her daughter and her son that live in Atlanta, and I had always loved Atlanta, and I had great friends there. One of my best friends lived there, so I was looking to just buy a piece of property and build a home there, and I found something. So it was always like in the works for me to like transition, And then my good friend, you know, Miss Lawrence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my good Judy. Anyway, Miss Lawrence called and said, you know, I know you're, you know, moving here, and they're also casting for Real Housewives, and I told them about you, and they want to interview you, and I was like, sure. You know, and then the rest was history. Like, it was history after that. So that's what, actually, that was my history on getting on the show, yeah.
And it's been 10 years now. Wow.
It's been 10 years. Wow, it's been 10 years.
That is crazy.
Oh my gosh.
How does that feel? What does that feel like?
It makes me feel old. You know, it's been a journey. It's been truly a journey for me from the first season to this season, which I feel like my life is really evolving. And I can see how and where and when and why and all of the above. And it's just, you know, I think life is just about the journey, you know, whether it's good, bad, and different, however you learn from each and every experience. And I just feel like it's just been a beautiful ride. Yeah.
Talk to me about, because you mentioned something about, you know, the journey, the goals and everything else. For you, is there a specific moment that kind of stands out to you as your moment where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm seeing a complete difference in myself and how I identify as who I am?
You know, this was a pivotal season for me because I feel like, you know, for years I had been complaining on, you know, internally on my portrayal, the edits. You know, it's like reality TV, you're not following a script. Our show is not scripted. Some of the girls may script themselves, unfortunately, but you know, whatever you've seen of me has been really what I'm going through in my life. And I think that I had not been happy with some of the edits that I had seen over the years. And I'm not trying to throw production under the bus because, you know, you win some, you lose one. But certain people were consistently getting like this hero cut, and I'm like, that's not exactly, you know, the way that it happened for me. And you know, the power is really in their hands sometimes. But I think this year, my life was just really changing so rapidly because I had done Dance with the Stars. I know you guys have Strictly Come Dancing here, but it's the American counterpart. And I was, you know, going through a divorce, which I still am, but I was just in a really low place in terms of like just how I was feeling about a lot of things in my life, and whether or not I even wanted to continue on the show or not. You know, all of those things I was, you know, debating. And I felt like once I did that show and I had such a positive experience, and then Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip was an immensely positive experience for me, where I was away from those girls who were always like trying to, you know, portray me in a certain way and gang up against me. I felt a lot of times, to where people gave me a chance. And I felt like that was consistent from there, and then from dancing. I just felt like I had always wanted to do that show. I love dancing, and I think I know people didn't see Dancing with the Stars because they don't get it here. But anyway, if you hadn't seen it, it was such a beautiful journey for me because I was in my element, and I was living for that, just dancing and just living my dreams, because it's something I always wanted to do, but I wasn't able to do it because of my schedule and stuff like that. So during that time, I had a really great partner. My dance partner was phenomenal in that he was a great friend to me. He was a great friend. It was no romance or anything like that. He was a great friend, sounding board, and I felt like through that experience, I started to like just feel myself again, and my confidence come back, and like, you know, because you hear all this negative stuff sometimes when you're in a bad relationship of what you're not. But, and I don't even have to go into details, but to always have someone telling you what you're not, but then to have an experience where it's like, no, but I'm not those things. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I am all of these things and more, the positive stuff. And I started to feel that again and reclaim that again. And it just turned my life around. And so then coming off of that into this now current season that you're seeing from Dancing with the Stars, I was like, I'm not about the shits anymore. Like, I'm just not gonna do it for you guys. So if you're gonna complain about, you know, I'm just gonna keep it all the way real And I'm not going to participate in situations that don't serve me anymore. And that's why you see me react a certain way. Like, give me a chance to be the girl that I always was, but you never cut me that way. You know what I mean? So now you can see more of like just me being relaxed and not feeling like I'm on the defensive all the time, and just living my life, whether you like it or not. Like, I'm just like, I'm just having a good time. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but I just feel like I'm protecting my positive energy now, and it's just like it's just been one of the best seasons for me. For me, yeah.
I was actually watching the interview once with Motherhood. He was on the grill, and we got really emotional when we were talking about what the dance partner. Like the confidence and everything else.
Yeah.
Can you talk to me about the moments when you weren't in that space and like what were the things that kind of helped you through to allow you to know that, okay, right now I'm currently not there, but I know I will get there. You've experienced that in yourself before.
Well, the thing is, not really. I hadn't really experienced it to that level of being, in a relationship that you thought was one thing, and then it started to be something else very quickly and deteriorate. But it was a lot of the messaging that I was getting from, that person that was making me doubt. Like, it just kind of, if you've ever been gaslit before, you like start to, like, what? Like, you are left in such a state of confusion and doubting yourself. Like, did that really happen that way? And I'm a smart girl. Like, I'm not, you can't take that away from me. But in that situation, I started to feel like really confused and almost like dumbfounded half the time, because I'm like, well, that was something positive. How did it turn to be so negative? And then what I started to notice from that relationship to my show, the people who are the same. The people who are the same. They say the same things. They turn everything positive into something negative that you try to do. They try to turn people against you. And I'm like, you're the same as this person that was in my life. And that's really toxic, and I don't want any parts of it. Now I'm able to recognize it and cut it off. And I don't deal with it anymore. Yeah.
You do.
I used to give people too many chances. And now I'm not doing that. And that's what you see. That's the difference you see. Like, I'm going to give you a chance to, if, like, for instance, with Drew, we had a bad situation. We didn't hit it off last year, but it wasn't through any fault of mine. But I think, listen, things happen. It didn't go well, and it went totally left. And this season, I was just like, she said, I apologize, let's start over. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to give you another chance, because she came to me in a way that showed me she really wanted to start over. And I appreciated that, and I respected that. So, so you have to, I'm in a space where if you're going to be genuine.
The Instagram live ended, but I can tell what she was going to say. I'm in a space, if you are going to be genuine, then I'm willing to give you a second chance. You already know who she was talking about. That reminded her of Brooklyn's father. I don't have to put that person image or say their name in this video. The video is about to be over 20 minutes with my outro, so I'm going to end it here. I will be back with part 3. I also have another video in between, and then I'm going to focus on completing my review. I'm wishing all of you well. And here, my final loves. Thank you all for your love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and leave this video a thumbs up. Also, turn on notifications so when I do post, you're aware that I posted. And I will see you all in the comment section. Remember to always have the God bless attitude, which is being positive at all times and seeing the good in every situation. Have a great day, guys. God bless.